This is the type of game that I spoke about yesterday, where you should want to play another round instead of wasting your time. Every moment playing Dead Cells gave me the feeling of, oh, I've been playing for an hour. I should stop soon. Those are the words that I gave to the awards thing that I do at the end of the year last year with Dead Cells, of which placed 6th on the list. And since then, the game has actually released, and released on the Switch. And that has garnered a lot of praise. Just the full release and the Switch release on its own has made this game 10 times more popular than it was before, or it feels like it, and it was pretty damn popular already. I remember as soon as I got the key back in, I'm going to say November, I heard Total Biscuit talking about it. I heard other streamers talk about Dead Cells. And I was like, okay, I'll play a bit of this. And I enjoyed it. I made the video, I said this is good, and I continued to play it for a bit. Then I streamed a bit. Then I left it for a couple months. I think the last time I played it was about March. January, February. It was February. Yes, I know the numbers and the months that we're in. Yes, I'm not a time traveler or anything. However, the game has improved from my, oh yes, this deserves 6th place out of the about 250 games that I played last year. I'd actually argue that it would place higher if I did the same games and all of that. It would place pretty high on the list this year if I redid last year, I would place it a little higher now that it's fully released, because I had one or two gripes with the game back in the day when the game was still in early access. There were problems. I'll put my hands up and say, yeah, maybe one or two, but it was still good. And the improvements are just simple little things like a change to the UI, of which makes it a lot more comprehensible. Is that even a word? I don't know. It's also not easier, but a lot more intuitive, I guess. The combat felt good before, and now I don't know how, but it feels a bit better. Maybe that's just because I've been playing a bit more in the genre that this is going for, which is somewhat Souls-like, because kind of like Dark Souls, this is going, oh yes, the world is bleh, and horrible things and all of that. And it also has a bit of a dodge roll, so there's one or two little bits in there that go, oh yes, this is kind of Dark Souls-esque, but 2D. However, I've played a little bit of Dark Souls, let's not talk about that again, and I've played quite a bit of Hollow Knight. About as much this year of Hollow Knight as I've played of Dead Cells together through last year and the last 2 days. And maybe those have given me a better mindset to come into Dead Cells with, but at the core of it, I just think it's improved from what it was back in, what was it, November, when I first got the key, maybe, round about that time. And then we have almost a year later, and the game's fully released. It's better than it was, looks better, which is, well, the menus look better, the general bits at the bottom that go, ooh, yes, this is what you have, this is what you don't have, this is all of that has improved. The map, the things have been shuffled about and made to look a little more, it looks easier on the eyes, is what I'm trying to say. But the general game feels just right. And that's all you can hope for in a game when it feels right. This is my problem with many different games. Oh, this doesn't feel right. It can look like absolute crap, but it needs to feel right. This is why I love the driving in Grand Theft Auto 5. This is why I enjoy the crew, because it feels big, and that's what they're going for. It's a big map. This is why I like different games, because they go, ooh, this is a thing, this feels right. And I go, you're right, that does feel like proper web swinging. I swear to Christ, if Spider-Man this year doesn't have good web swinging, I'm going to cry forever. But my point is, Dead Cells feels right. And that is all you need to know, because it's a good game. It's not a ridiculous, oh, look, we're doing silly things and we're going to go, oh, you're a bit of snot on a head, or for a head, I should say. What does that snot do? Well, it kills these horrible monsters. Yes, that sounds good. And then you go, but it doesn't feel right. That's what I want you to know. That the game feels right. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to play as a little bit of snot on someone's body, and I'm going to kill some pirates. And other bits of snot. And big pink things. And ninjas. And whatever else is behind the pirates, because I can't remember. Well, I haven't been beyond the pirates. I'm gonna die.